one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. The first of two games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Giants going up against the Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
This one fielded at the 5. A little 360. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Second down, Dalton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And here is the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Dalton throwing on second down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete as well.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a 3rd down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. New York set to take the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big game. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot. Right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now to the air, Dalton. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. So Dalton now. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Beckham. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. The NFL Sunday returns following this. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Dalton on third and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Allen Hurns, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Cousins now on second down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 16 yards there, and the Redskins are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down, Cousins. Finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Check. Patriots.
Cousins from the gun on third. And this one completes a read. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Completes it to Lee. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation now, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Alert. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
Here we go, D.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Tight left. 4 down. All right, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Touchdown, Washington! Matt Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that, and the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Cousins again. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. 18 yards there and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A second down throw for Cousins. Surveying the field. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So completion on second down. That brings up third. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. On third down, Cousins. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, Cousins finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. Give him 10.
What's up, man?
Yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that time on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
How? I'm sick or?
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going.
I was finna say, it sounded like you had a good game.
His kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a field goal here, they're still down.
Turn
They
this
put
crap.
a dent into that lead before the break.
What is that, man? It just sounds like all kind of bass in the headset. I don't know what I did, man. Yeah, man, but my headset ain't the same, bro. They are not the same. I'm telling you, it sounds like some thunder, man. Yeah, it's like I got it turned up or something. I know what it is. Cuz be playing his game on OnE. I was playing mine on 3. 1 is for media, and 3 is for something else. But I ain't have all this stuff going on. My mic been different ever since. I don't know what to do. I ain't gonna switch it as long as it's working. I'm gonna wait for a while. Yeah.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Oh,
and a
my
short
goodness,
pickup there
man.
as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple.
I'm having
on the
that
carry.
same thing, man, where I'm struggling to run.
2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after
Yeah, we getting some good yards. We getting some good yards. I would have to run like 30-something times to get 100. Man, why my wife in the bedroom calling this? Come on, man.
But it has not led them to taking control
Yeah.
of this game. The Giants, though, are still right in this game.
Yeah, I'm playing. Yeah, I'm on the way.
For a way to pull this one out in the second half.
Let me see what my
Let's
wife
roll
wants.
those highlights.
Tell me on the mic. I can hear you after the halftime show. Because I got the control in my hand.
Pushing the lead to 10. Redskins have it at the 19. Third down from inside the 40. Dalton hits on the pass into coverage. And he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Giants push the lead to 10. First and 10. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 7. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
All right, I'm back. Man, I'm so anxious to get me a basketball game, man. Like, I came home and I turned this on. I hadn't ate lunch, so my wife fixed dinner early. So while in the middle of doing my practice,
So both teams have their
she
marching
was
orders,
like,
and
"Come
we'll
on,
get
eat,"
going
and
again
all
here
that.
in
So
quarter number 3.
went in there, ate, we talked or whatever. So
This is fielded at the goal line.
it just seemed like I ain't gonna get in the basketball game like I
Gets
wanted.
it out to the 25-yard line.
I didn't get up early because I wanted to get up early and play one, but that didn't happen.
As they come onto the field. They're down
I got
here.
up. I just didn't
This
get
game,
up.
What's the tonality
So,
of a coach's talk when a game is within striking
man, my
distance
legs
like
are
this?
sore from them
Typically, what they're
Them,
doing is emphasizing the
those
things
squats
that went
and
well
stuff.
in the first half and
weights
wanting
and
more
crap,
of that.
man.
Sure,
Like
you
I ain't
gotta
been
go over
doing
some of the
nothing.
errors
You
and
can
clean up some
really
things
feel the
because
difference.
There's a reason you're down.
You ain't doing
But
that.
overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up
She
with
don't
this
want to
team.
do it, so
We're
I'm
just
gonna have to
starting
go
the second
do it
half, and we've got the
today
football.
by
Let's
myself.
go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll
I'll
take it
do
from there.
something.
See how that recipe works. Here's Jones.
Like I'm gonna let her. She did carry the grocery up the stairs. She carried all of the grocery up the stairs by herself, except for like the water and the juice and stuff. So I did that when I got home. That's her excuse for not going. But I'm like, man, I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm gonna let you do your thing until you get into it, cause it does seem like she into it.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
No, we ain't gotta work out every day, but I be trying to do a little bit. I can see
They'll
the
go
difference.
again to Jones.
This Jones dude is killing us.
40 to the 39.
He got 12 rushes for 98 yards, man. He broke one long one.
And that's a nice pickup of the first down.
Get out of there.
Second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They're doing a pretty good job, though. Well, we up by a touchdown. The problem I got, I'm scared playing safety, man. I'm scared to call some more crazy stuff because the last game I played San Fran, I was dialing up blitzes and stuff, and that outside man, like the corner was supposed to be in the flats, and I wouldn't cover, man. So I gave up 2 or 3 touchdowns by blowing the coverage. Because I'll come down to the tight end and be like, dang, I forgot I'm over the top. And dude have a wide open touchdown.
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
2 of them I gave up. All right, well, let me tell you what the other one was. 2 of them was the bubble zone in the flat where I let him go. And the other one was the man came across the middle of the field and got to my zone, and I wasn't there. I was down below, so that's why you didn't see it, because it came from the other side. But I know I blew the coverage.
Cousins now from the 50. Caught on the right side, Reed. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out Central Casting.
So what's the biggest thing I'm supposed to be looking for with MB? Post move ability now? Or just the tendency changes? Okay, cool.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Still on his feet.
Yeah.
And he gets this all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, where were these
So
guys
I shouldn't worry about playbook or anything? My playbook should be good with him?
He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Bust him in the mouth. Running on me. Yeah, man, we can't stop it. Man, he giving us everything we need. If it wasn't for him, man, we'd be doing it. He finna put 200 on us, man.
Execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They come up
man,
in an
why they doing us in, man?
1 tight end. 2nd down, Cousins. That's caught at the 3. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He beat the Jaguars, too. They pretty good.
You might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Yeah, I saw the score.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
And he real good with Cooper. He real good. He throw them routes, but I'm saying he just know how to throw them where if Cooper get to it, it's either he gonna drop it or that's it. Like, it ain't gonna get intercepted too much. He'll throw some wild passes and get some interceptions, but when he throw that mug to Cooper, Cooper pretty good.
Some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses
play
are doing.
action, I need one.
Wonder what
Need
adjustments
Beckham
are
to
being
get
made
loose.
defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
That didn't work. Oh, he might be.
Not offensively, you don't.
That's intercepted.
Going your way.
Oh, man, he drug my boy down, man. Oh, man, they trying to hurt Beckham.
So pass
Who is this Reeland dude? He been talking now.
This is a penalty we see all the time.
Josh.
Offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great
every time you make a play, drag his way down.
They will throw the flag.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He got 10 rushes for 7 yards.
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Yeah.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 1 yard, the official pickup there.
I guess I gotta take what they give me, man. Like,
and the evidence shows
take the 3 or 4 and wherever and stop trying to run the play. Like the way it should be.
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan. The defenses they would see.
Oh, I had him.
For big time runs.
Oh, those are the ones that I remember the last time you said I didn't throw it to Beckham. I'm gunning it to him now.
This from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And
oh, he got some attempt. Let me see how many. Show how many times I thrown at him. Let's see. Yeah. He got 4 catches. He got 3 drops. That ain't on me. Yeah, he should have 7 catches or more, because we've been throwing it.
Touchdown here on this opening drive in the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got
one of them I put him in a bad spot though.
Other guys play catch up for a while, and now
it wasn't totally bad. It was just one-on-one coverage to where he had to beat the man, so the dude kind of gets the ball or whatever. So I'll say that one on me.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
They do pass it.
I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance?
Yeah, you know, I'm definitely down to play that.
It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game.
I just want to get the 100 wins, man.
From how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those
well, not just get the 100 wins. I want to get to elite status. And then, like, for a stretch, when I was off, man, we were playing, and it seemed like we were getting better.
So
like, we had actually, went on like a 5 or 6 game winning streak with, like, the core. And then, you know, I know everybody, we got our own thing, but that's when it got different.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
I nailed him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it.
That's the only thing I'm looking for. Like, it's consistency. Then one time,
so there you go, holding by the offense.
well, for 2 or 3 games, I couldn't help. I was telling Derek, I was like, man, I just wasn't able to help him. Like, for whatever reason it is. Like, when it wasn't nobody in there, I didn't get in position and get the ball to do anything. So
now a second down throw for
we got him.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And down he'll go at the 25.
Man, he don't throw it to my side now, man, since I'm focused on playing good deep.
Situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
I guess that's a good thing.
Be aware,
man.
Ball may come your way.
Oh man, what you doing?
Less than 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Oh, another thing, man. You know how I would make my team discipline and stuff? All right.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. On 3rd down, Cousins finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd and long for Cousins. A dump underneath to Jones. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Beckham, the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First and 10 for Dalton. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, Dalton. And he almost had it defensively.
He almost got him.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got time. Caught on the right side, Reed. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Cousins with a give to Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
the memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They look to throw on third with Dalton. But he's got it to Hearns. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Dalton, 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Dalton throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's John here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.